Hey guys, welcome to Under the Arch Sports. I'm Eric Hobbs. Right now we are talking about Ahmad Hardy, the newest Mizzou recruit to commit out of the transfer portal. Before we get into that, please guys go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and on Spotify. All right, it's a big one. Let's make no mistake. A four-star transfer portal guy, 5'10", 205 pounds, running back. Went to Louisiana Monroe for his freshman year, originally out of Monticello, Mississippi. How highly thought of is he? Well, that's pretty simple. 24/7 Sports has him well inside their top 100 players overall, the number four running back. Rivals, he's their number one running back in the transfer portal. That's all you need right there, honestly. The fact, whatever you think of Rivals versus 24/7 or On Three or whoever else, the fact that professionals think he's the best running back in the portal, that tells you something, right? He's got 3 years of eligibility. He's established this reputation after a true freshman season. In this true freshman season, 1,351 yards, 10th most in America. He had 13 touchdowns, Hardy did, and he had 94 missed tackles forced. Only one running back in the country forced more missed tackles. That's according to the PFF X account. That one running back, Ashton Genty. Yeah, Ahmad Hardy, as a freshman, forced more missed tackles than any other running back aside from him. And Mizzou's got him for potentially 3 years. It's exciting. As far as the offer list and interest and everything, again, with the portal, it's a lot quieter, a lot more mysterious. I feel like it's safe to say a lot of people were after him. I'd be stunned if it were a limited list. He visited Ole Miss because it seems like a rite of passage this year that if you enter the portal, you visit Ole Miss. Everybody is. Um, he was about to visit Kentucky, and after his Mizzou visit, just said, "No, I'm good. I'm going to stick with the Tigers." Somebody put together, I don't even see who made it, but there's a YouTube video out there, freshman season highlights for Hardy, and man, oh man, it's it's impressive. It really is. You notice he's got really good speed. He's fast. The burst and the acceleration are really, really good. He gets to that top speed really fast. And what that means is with that burst combined with the fact that his top end is fast, you know, he is not going to go down easily. He had more than 1,000 yards after contact. That's unbelievable. That so yeah, definitely you got power. You got a guy who at 205 is not tiny. It's not like gosh, think Tyler Beatty freshman to junior year, not that. He's got some size to him at 205 pounds. He he makes effective cuts, all right. He sees the hole or a defender coming or sees that the hole is clogged at the line and the defense is making plays. He's able to effectively get where he needs to go and he doesn't dance. He doesn't waste his time. That was one of the big criticisms. For example, Nate Pete was that he danced and did not get going north south. Not to pick on him, but it's a good example, honestly. Ahmad Hardy, one or two steps to change his direction, and he's back north and south. So what you're talking about there is a minimal amount of wasted movement and still gaining yards as whatever move is made. You're talking about a guy who is a little bit different than what Missouri had this year, 2024, where Nate Noel was your outside the tackles back on the stretch play, for example, and Marcus Carroll was your power back in between the tackles. Missouri doesn't have to do that with Ahmad Hardy because he is fast enough to run like the stretch play or a sweep or whatever else. He has enough power that he can run in between the tackles. He's not a power back, make no mistake. He's not 220 pounds or whatever else, but you don't have to split it up as obvious as it was with Noel and Carroll. So that is a luxury that Missouri did not have this year. And he's also a capable pass catcher. Uh, Only had I want to say it was 8 receptions. That's off the top of my head. I saw it somewhere. So not a prolific pass catcher out of the backfield, but he's capable. And honestly, you want the defense to have to respect it. Hardy does that for you. So when you look at how this relates to Missouri, whew, you know, the excitement's there, and it should be. I I feel like I've conveyed my sense of excitement about this guy being with Missouri in this video, and the, yeah, I think he's going to be awesome. 1,000 yards after contact as a freshman, 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns as a freshman. That's super. More almost 100 missed tackles as a freshman. That's unreal. So the six to come in for you, and it's funny because Missouri's probably not even looking at Ahmad Hardy before Quan Lacey entered the portal. And I think Lacey was universally viewed as a star in the making. So his loss hurt. But when you bring Hardy into the fold, Ole Miss in Quan Lacey, to where he ended up, in case you weren't tracking that, he is pot potentially a star in the making. Potentially he will be awesome. Missouri got a guy that had just did it. So you lose Kawan Lacey, and it might end up being a net positive for Missouri, which seems remarkable. It's also nice that you have at least one running back with significant experience now, because think about who ran the ball for Missouri a year ago. It was Nate Noel. Well, he's gone. Marcus Carroll. Well, he's gone. Quan Lacey. Well, he's gone. And then Jamal Roberts, your third down back, and a little bit of power stuff. Capable, unproven. And after that, your most experienced running back was Tavares Jones. So, if absolutely nothing else, Ahmad Hardy gives you experience at the position. But I think it gives you a whole heck of a lot more than that, as I've said. I also think this really kind of cements what I think Missouri's identity is. Missouri has not really embraced being a running game and defense kind of team, but that's what they are. How could they not be? 2 of the last 4 years, Missouri has had a running back lead the SEC in rushing. And, one of the reasons this year was, well, Carroll and Noel split so much. I don't know what their total would have added up to, whatever, but you get my point. Now you add this guy. Missouri's developing a tradition of having really good running backs. Gosh, think all the way back to Demaria Crockett. Yeah, Crockett, who gave way to Roundtree, gave way to Beatty, gave way to gosh, eventually Schrader, and then Noel Carroll, and now you got Hardy. We're not far from 10 years of just awesome running backs at Missouri. That's different from what Missouri's ever had in the time I've been following. But hey, here we are. Missouri, I think, is a running team, running in defense. And I like it. Pass enough. It's just one of those things. How can you embrace that when Luther Burden's on your roster, right? I'm curious to see if with Hardy, potentially the star of the offense going forward, Luther Burden gone. I wonder. We'll see if that happens way down the road. And we'll see what happens with the rest of this portal class. Get a quarterback, get some offensive linemen. Missouri's got something. Until next time, thank you all for watching.